What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijou's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijou leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us one trip to the academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some clues there.
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by boat. Should we start from the harbor? Do you think the token is guiding us outside the city? An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the red cord flowing from the tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing the gorgeous spirits and the Norfolk barons. You've never mentioned it before. The etheric sea and resonance chords in your dreams are real, possibly leading to the gorges of spirits and Norfolk barons. Perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories.
guide me.
Yang Yang? Did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle anything he throws at him. Defense of the city gate has been strengthened. It was like that when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barren. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I can't let you in the circumstances.
Everyone's fine in the city. Are things really that bad?
That's why we must be vigilant. So sit mentally with their lives. Besides, Lord Dion is currently there at the Norfall Barren base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have all been reports. You could just go home for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I've already tried station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him I gotta give it my all. I understand turn. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers return, and even if they do, might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front, and you don't even have this pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Greetings. I'm Jianshin. Could you please do me a favor? I want to go look for someone outside the city, but I don't have an access pass. So, May I tag along? Oh, thank you for your kindness. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it...
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, and out.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Surrender your stuff. A tough nut, ain't you?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
Ain't feeding us all here. Pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on you.
We're begging you! Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We've done some wrongs. We tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
It's time.
We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They
Tianxing. Are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are
Are you alright?
I'm okay, I'm just a little... Like I...
Thank you for your assistance. You must...
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort...
Master Tianxing, have you found the...
Yes, I found Zhuyan.
Us running into Master Tianxing.
Follow the Qinglong! More! Time to fight back. Stay sure. Tell true. Side. Fear no side. Break! Don't you worry. Wind Rider! Tell truth on the side. Time to fight back. Unstoppable. Side. I can take it. On the side. Wind Rider. All the time. Tell truth on the side. Fear no more. Step. Retreat to advance. Till my last breath. Bide the time. Wind Rider. Side.
Worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of the tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior, the front lines are not far from here. As I make myself over, perhaps...
see my way clear.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Keep your eyes open.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred... Pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrated feeler. Grover... Something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is the tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
Stay calm.
Swift and resolute. One less sounds. The hour is upon us.
Don't let slip the dogs in. All is better in war. Misery follows.
time.
Watch out! Something's not right.
Brother. Help. Help. Brother. Brother. Help. Help.
It seems Tacitus this one, turning the last bit. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager Rover. I think it seems the village is something based on the evidence, but perhaps there must be something we can do. We may find the victims. I'll inform Shuzia about what's sorry. I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
The area, look, someone was injured. These guards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities, and no one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim there is one particularly insane overseer, a man who they belong to this one overseer. If he's responsible,
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. if you need to hear it from cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting. The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry. Well, let's just to begin with. I heard you've lost your memory. So, that makes sense, given how fragile you were. So no need to be so on edge. But out of all the onlook, before you knew you are from the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check. But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more. First, an innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. story begins here. Done. You didn't look. Now I wonder, what is... Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock, and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules, and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly delightful welcome for you up ahead. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
Who's the prey now?
How delicious.
All is fair in war.
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all! Shh, don't be so quick to deny. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors. Such a pesky girl.
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him! Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, I thought.
Leave it to me. It's the missing half. We can piece them together now. Wind, guide me. All is fair in war. My day has come.
It was the water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water. Everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him. Tree. It's stunning. It's all... did it go? That girl just wanted those sacrifices. Sorry, Rover. The air was heavy in that place.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.